Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Big Campaign Stories. I'm Jeff, your humble narrator and GM, and today we have...
Hey everybody, it's Jesse. I'm playing as Oswald.
Hey everybody, it's Marshall. I'm playing as Keegan.
But before we get to the big race, let's get them lightsaber checks. Marshall.
All right, we're gonna go 19. So close. Jesse.
All right, I got a... That's a 5. Sorry, it's one of the worn down faces of the day of the die. Might be a 6, but I think it's a 5.
Well, no lightsabers this time. Alright, so a quick recap. Our heroes last time answered the call of the Moon Rats, came to join up with Arani Devson before heading out to meet Gavin Tech in order to dispute the new territory that was left open from the death of the Blink Dogs. The Gabos, a rival gang, who also has claim to the territory, announced to have a race down Kelmani Drive, the longest road in Duskmanter. With all party members agreeing to it, they have lined up at night here to start what is a 36-mile race that hopefully will end in the back alleyway behind Goodberries. Think that covers it?
Yeah, I think so.
So we pick up on a warm spring evening. You can feel a faint breeze passing through the buildings, rustling the trees. You can hear, at this point, some of the restaurants are starting to close down, shops are starting to close up.
Okay.
There's a Roy here with a gun ready to start the race. Arani is watching on, Oswald over on the side with his skateboard, but lined up next to you are all of your competitors. Arani is giving you the thumbs up, Keegan, and the I'm rooting for you.
Giving the thumbs up back. I got this.
I'm gonna make sure I get really good, clean, crisp video of all of the runners before they start running. Zoom in on their faces, make sure that they're like any identifying marks. I want to make sure that we all see these are the exact people that are starting the race.
Yeah, the only thing that does not come across is Milan and Nalam. They do seem to have built-in privacy hoods. So both of their faces come across on your video as just being static.
Okay.
I will zip up my hoodie vest and pull my hood up for night running.
Alright, yeah, you'll see Thorexix, the lizard folk, as he's stretching his legs and getting ready. Kind of a larger, bulkier lizard folk. You imagine he's probably going to be taking it slow, but looks like he's got definitely the stamina to probably make this jog. Nalam and Milan also stretching, but the Gabos, you can see right now we're all kind of huddled together, all 6 of them, discussing, kind of pointing at you or them as they're deciding their strategy.
I'll start stretching as well. My leg's nice and limber.
Once you give the ready, the Roy will step up and, all right, as it looks down at its watch and, are you all ready?
I will nod.
The Gabos send back a variety of yeses and fuck yous. But the other 3 give the thumbs up.
I'm going to get down into like a starting position. I think I'm going to start out hot off the gate. Just put some distance between us.
Alrighty. With that then, the Roy points the gun in the air and fires.
I'll immediately yell out, Master Squat eats his own poop!
And I will take off running, sprinting. Oh.
Right.
Just try to distract one of the Gabos right out of the gate if I can.
So Keegan, you will take off any sprint. I'll describe this a lot more probably for Oswald. Like, this is what Oswald's kind of seeing from the side as he's skateboarding along. Keegan takes off into a sprint. Milan and Nalam will also do the same. Thorexix will start at a healthy pace, but you can see that's probably going to be what he's maintaining. The Gabos form into 2 groups of 3. They put one of their members basically being carried stretcher style by the other 2.
Amazing.
And they take off sprinting as well.
That was an option. I could have been a piggyback.
My own little Yoda.
So then, as we start, Thorexix will not be rolling any checks, but Keegan, you, the Gabos, and the Displacers will all roll Constitution checks.
Okay.
Now, this is a check, not a roll, so technically you can't fail on a 1.
Okay.
What is your check if you roll a 1?
If I roll a 1, my check is 9.
Okay.
Good grief.
If you're trying to go your fastest, you won't have to make checks until effectively the 5th hour, if you're trying to sprint all the way. Of course, this is going to raise all the later DCs by 10.
Yeah, no, I didn't want to sprint all out. I just wanted to try and get some distance between us. If it seems like people are trying to match my pace, I will pull back a little bit. But
Okay. Then go and give me a Constitution check, and this is kind of the opposed, to see how well they keep up with you.
let's see, 21.
Easily done, as you'll bolt right out of the gate. You'll look over and you can see the displacers are keeping pace with you.
Okay.
As they are making their run, you can see the Gobos aren't too far behind. They both made their check, but they're also not trying to press it too hard, as they are carrying a group member that they're saving for the final sprints. And Thoracic will move up.
I'll be just skateboarding along, using my grappling hooks to pull on lampposts and whatnot, trying to keep up with Keegan.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Kelmani Drive winds through Dust Banter, and so it's not a straight line, as you'll be able to sling yourself off of like the large rock at the bend. You'll be able to see the late night construction of the new Verdant Food Supermart as you guys continue racing along. As you do, you can see the Gobos are a little frustrated, but because they are falling behind, but the twins, the displacers, are starting to look a little bit more closely at you, Keegan.
Okay.
Go ahead and make your next check. Are we still sprinting or just maintaining?
Yeah, I haven't got enough distance that I want before I slow down. So yes, I will sprint as well.
Okay. Go and give me that next sprint.
Okay, that is going to be a 14.
Oswald, as you're cruising along, it's a very nice night, and it's interesting to see the city from the ground as you continue along, right? Occasionally people stop and they take pictures, seeing everyone kind of running down the road. And if you, especially on the side videotaping, they will stop and ask you, of course, like, what's going on?
Don't have time to talk.
Yeah, when I can, I'll try and like get out in front of Keegan and like try and show him the path that I'm gonna take to weave through pedestrians.
Okay.
Okay.
As it gets later, there are less pedestrians on Kelmani Drive. But as your sprinting continues, Keegan, you can see that the displacers are keeping up with you. That you've lost complete sight of the Gobos and Thoracics.
Okay.
The race continues past midnight, so now you're starting to see passing the nightclubs that people are starting to let out from. You can see the dance clubs still have lines outside of them. You'll pass underneath one for DJ Chromie. You'll see the large billboards for Passion del Passions. A pair of crows laughing at you as you go running by, as they're pecking at trash. But yeah, as you keep running, Keegan, the energy drink is still coursing through you. You feel great. You're not hitting any, you're not feeling that wear down yet. It's been almost 3 hours.
Okay. And they're still on me?
Correct, yeah.
Okay. Gonna keep running a little bit longer. Ride the line.
All right, very well. So with 3 of these, so this will be your third sprint.
Yep.
Go and give me that check.
15.
Staying well ahead of it. Yeah, Oswald, you can see Keegan's making good time, keeping ahead out of the crowds, and occasionally the car that will pull across Kelmani Drive as it goes onto another road. And you guys have to run around orange cones from construction. But Keegan seems to be pretty much by himself, with the exception of one of the displacers is still keeping up with him. The other one seems to have fallen back. You can see that one has been slowly angling and moving towards Keegan. Like, as far as as they take corners and move around edges, one of the displacers keeps using that opportunity to shift a little bit closer.
Yeah, I'll make sure to call that out to Keegan. You got a displacer closing in on you.
Well, that's gonna change things up a little bit, because I don't want to slow down if they're right on me, beelining for me. Yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye on them, see what they're doing. If they're matching me, kind of headed my way.
Yeah, that one seems to be matching your pace as they are getting closer. The other one you can see isn't too far behind, maybe a half hour or so.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm going to try and keep as close of an eye as I can on that one that's angling closer to Keegan, so that if they try something like a trip or go for a blade or something like that, I can maybe give Keegan a warning.
Okay. Now that we're here, there wasn't a lot of rules for this thing, was there?
Correct. There were not.
Okay. I'm gonna keep a ready to action to knock out anybody that swings for me.
Okay. If you do keep a ready to action, though, it is going to slow you down.
Okay. Then I shall not do that. I'll just keep moving.
All right.
Can I?
Yeah.
Can I?
I'm gonna
tell...
trust my speed and stamina. Sorry.
No, you go ahead.
I'm gonna trust in my speed and stamina and keep me going.
Can I tell how this displacer is doing, like physically? Do they seem like they're running out of steam?
Go ahead and give me a heal check.
Okay, I got a 22.
Okay. Yeah, you've studied enough and you know a decent amount about human physiology, right?
As much as Zoidberg?
But yeah, it does not seem that whichever one this is having any issues. It looks like they're keeping up with Keegan by kind of using the same motions that Keegan is.
Okay. I don't think I have anything I can do with that yet, but I'll start thinking about how to beat a runner mimic.
As you start to approach the midway point, as you head under the overpass of the freeway, you can hear the sound of bullets up above. Oswald, you catch just a brief glimpse of Bodax on heat-drawn vehicles chasing down a large limo as they continue down the freeway. But when that moment happens, that is when the displacer will attempt to charge at you. Keegan?
Okay. He's coming for you!
So with Oswald calling that out, we're going to roll initiatives to see who has it first, as opposed to them getting a surprise round.
Okay.
But you can see they're coming in with a stunning fist.
Ooh. I rolled a good initiative, 14, and I got beat.
But unfortunately, they are a little faster.
Yeah.
The displacer lands with a swift hop jump. They come up towards your face, fist ready, and will attempt, at least stun you for a moment, with a 19.
Right, I think that misses. Then yes, 23.
Very well. Yeah, the displacer's punch does not connect in a way to do any damage, and he finds himself now staring up at you.
Is he still on his feet?
Yeah.
I'm going to trip him.
Go ahead.
Let's see, that's a combat maneuver. 13.
Alrighty, yeah. They'll step out of the way, avoiding the attempt before they will try again. It looks like he's trying to push you and kind of keep you tied up here, dealing with him.
Okay.
As yeah, he'll swing around, attempting to land a blow. With a 14, he misses.
Okay.
What you thinking, Marsh?
I'm going to run at Oswald.
What? I am caught off guard.
Alright, they will try to trip you.
Okay.
They will miss.
Yeah, I'm going to keep moving towards Oswald.
Okay.
And since we both have the same escape route feat, I can move through him.
Awesome.
Without provoking and letting he be my blocker for a minute.
Yep. I will get the idea, and I'll just plant a foot on the ground off my board and just be in the way of the displacer.
Yeah, if you go sprinting off away from the race, the displacer will use this opportunity then to start sprinting down the drive.
Okay, then I will head after him.
Okay, then give me those constitution checks. He is going to try to sprint again.
I will be sprinting as well. 16.
Very well. As far as right now, this way this race looks, it's just you and this one displacer.
Okay.
You can see there's a group of what is clearly 3 halflings in a trench coat trying to buy some cigarettes. You'll pass under a billboard for the next season of Dungeon Crawl.
Interesting.
As well as an animated billboard for the grand finale of Phoenix Falling.
Have we encountered Phoenix Falling? I think that's a new one for me.
You know, it's a long-going kind of like sci-fi soap opera drama.
Okay, cool.
But it's one of those like you have to watch from episode 1 or you have no idea what's happening.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Probably one of those like really annoying fandoms like Doctor Who.
Keegan and Oswald, go ahead and give me your perception checks.
Oh, perception.
Ooh,
18.
13 from me. I rolled awful.
Yeah, as both of you look back, there's nobody following you at this moment. You cannot see the other displacer, and further back, you cannot see the Gabos or anybody else. You can still see the lights, and you can hear the cars and vehicles driving overhead. You see them passing by. You hear construction, and somewhere somebody's throwing a glass bottle, probably at a brick wall, because they're drunk and bored.
Yeah.
Does this seem normal because we're just that far ahead of the people behind us, or does this seem out of place?
You both feel like it's a little odd, because you swore the displacer was keeping up with you.
Okay. I'm immediately suspecting an illusion.
Oh, I went to foul play on the guys behind us, but...
I mean, I don't know enough very much about the Displacers as a gang, but illusion seems to fit with the kind of thing that I would expect a gang called the Displacers would do.
Do I see the guy ahead of me?
No, there's nobody ahead of you.
Awesome.
Can I cast Nature's Paths to rely on that to have the best way to travel over land and just like trust that rather than my own eyeballs?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I kind of suspect that, like, if this is an illusion, that we're now, like, starting to come off the path or something.
Yeah, Oswald, as you look around and begin to cast the Find the Path, in the shadow under a bridge, you see the luminescent deep sea eyes watching. On the underside of a crane, the panther-like form with their spines coming off their back slowly moves across, watching you upside down. Keegan, everything else here looks normal.
Okay.
Nothing seems to be really out of place. But Oswald, you can smell that time that you were in trouble where you're grounded. You can smell that first time you lied to your parents. A shiver kind of goes down your spine, and you notice that this part of Kelmani Drive, there is a small shed.
Open the gates.
Keegan, you can of course see this too. Nothing is odd or different about that, with the exception of there are several runes carved into the doorframe of this outhouse.
Interesting.
While you're looking, you can see Oswald's eyes seem to be gathering light from something that you can't see. They seem to be expanding.
Open the gates.
Yeah. My eyes are getting big. If I had hair, it'd be raising on the back of my neck. I am very obviously distracted. I'm looking around like, what? Where are they? Like, looking up and around.
Oswald? Yeah, I will slow down and meet up with, head over towards Oswald and see what's going on. Hey, buddy, you okay?
I don't know. I think maybe they came through. They're out. Or not? Maybe it's the illusion?
There's an illusion?
I don't know. I thought maybe there was, but there's nobody else around.
What are you seeing?
Hounds.
I'm gonna look around to see if I can see hounds.
You cannot.
Okay.
The forms dripping across the darkness, Oswald, finally coalesce near the shed as the eyes and all of them wait at the corners of buildings as they all turn towards you.
Don't like it.
Looking at the shed, as for a moment you swear you can hear Keegan say,
Open the gates.
Yeah.
but Keegan didn't say that, but you can almost hear the hound saying it.
Yeah, I will just like shiver, and I'm just like not sure at all how to proceed. I'm clearly out of my element, and I'm just staring at this outhouse, like trying to figure out if I should go closer or run away or something else. I'm not in my right mind right now.
Is it this area? What do you?
They're right over there. They're right over there by the door. I don't think I want to open the gate, but they want me to.
I'm gonna look to where he's pointing.
Yeah, you see an outhouse with some graffiti on the outside, some silver paint in that language you guys just don't know. But looks like people have scrawled in initials, names, things around the border on the frame of the door.
Hey, we're gonna get out of here, buddy. And I'm going to lift him, grab his board, and start running down the road.
It's perfectly fine night. You can see the displacers probably about 20 minutes ahead of you running. You see there's a couple gobos catching up with you now as they're...
Oh, jeez. Okay.
But everything is back to normal. Oswald, everything's fine. Shadows resume their normal darkness and stop stretching. Keegan is a warm presence as he's carrying you quickly down the road.
I will just enjoy being carried for a few minutes selfishly, and I'll give Cobbler some scritches. Before I'll say I think I'm okay. You can put me down. You got to run.
Okay. You sure?
Yeah.
You had me worried back there.
No, I don't know if it was real or not, but they're not there now. So either way, I think we're okay.
I think we're gonna have to talk about a few things when we get done with this.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, the light rail will pass overhead as you set down Oswald. Both of you go and give me perception checks.
Also, can I get another one of those energy drinks?
I think I already gave you all of them.
I thought you were carrying them for me.
Then yes, I will absolutely hand you like 3 energy drinks.
I just need one. I'm not carrying them. My perception was 8.
This time I got a 26, which is a lot better, because that's how this whole mess started last time.
Yeah, Keegan, whatever it is, Oswald's fine. You slam your energy drink, and you're off to the races.
Yeah, let's go!
Oswald, as you get ready to catch up, you'll see the light rail pass by. But standing on top of it, you can see a fairly thin-looking person, maybe a Void or Illican, wearing a white bodysuit that seems to shimmer, as it makes it a little hard to see, as they seem to be talking with somebody else, also riding on top of the light rail, with white hair.
Okay.
As they cruise into the night. But yes, it is beginning to be about 4:30 in the morning, 5. That sunlight is starting to break through. The warm air is starting to pick up a little bit. There's almost an ozone smell, like a storm is coming.
Okay.
I smell that too.
You do.
Do I still smell like I'm grounded?
No, everything's
good.
fine there. As you're about to take off, you can see Keegan's already in full sprint. A Lycal will come up next to you wearing 5 hats, though you'll notice that there's other ones stapled on their hat. As he goes up to you and touches you on the back for a moment before running across Kelmani Drive, screaming, "The throne is empty! 2 forgotten kings look for a crown that no longer wants to rest on their head, and the crown defends the cage with the throne!"
That happens to me?
Yes.
I...
Keegan, do you want to give me a check for your running?
Yeah. Yes, I would. 17.
With 4 sprints under your belt, that will be your first 1 point of fatigue.
Okay.
Do take that first point of fatigue. It does slow you down a little bit, adding to the DC. But the 3 gobos that are closest see an easy target and will attempt to rush at you.
Okay.
You can see Thoraxix is keeping on pace as he's catching up. He's level with the gobos, and you can see the other displacers behind him. Nursing their jaws, they seem to have been hit. But the gobos are taking off their shirts, tying them together to try to make a makeshift rope as they jump and try to grab onto you to pull you down to the ground.
Okay.
Oswald?
Yeah. I think I will try and get in the way, just like I'll just be a pedestrian on the road. I just happen to be between the gobos and Keegan. So I'm not going to fight the gobos. I'm not going to go out of my way to make contact with them, but I'm going to just be an obstacle if I can.
Okay. Then they will attempt this dirty trick to basically clothesline you as they rush towards Keegan. But this does mean they will use their attack on you, giving Keegan a chance to do something else before they get to it.
Cool.
The 3 of them, shirtless with a makeshift rope out of said shirts, find themselves very quickly tangled together slightly as the first one trips over part of a sleeve. The other 2 come flapping the flannel, screaming at your head, Oswald, as they hit you with a shirt. But do not seem to have the 3rd member who is supposed to go with it to wrap around you and push you over. Keegan, what are you doing?
What hour are we at? How far along are we?
You're now in the end stretch.
Okay. I'll keep going.
Okay.
Too far in at this point.
Okay. Fighting through the fatigue.
Yeah, fighting through the fatigue.
All right. Very well.
Hope those energy drinks helped a little bit.
The gobos here will disengage from you, Oswald, as they get the fuck out of the way, man.
I will. Nah, never mind. I was gonna try and do like a "Hey, I'm walking here" kind of thing, but it makes no sense.
But you'll see one of them specifically will look you in the eye, do the fingers to eyes, fingers to you, middle finger, and you know that as trash puke. Then, Keegan, you watch as Thoraxix now, as we're entering the last leg of it, takes off in a full sprint. His large lizard folk form as he's just running. You can see there's a few nicks and cuts on him. You can see there's like half of a shirt, which means it probably came from the other gobos at some point.
Yeah.
That is stuck like around his ankle and on his leg. But you can see the other displacer is slowing down a bit.
Okay.
Looking pretty exhausted at this point, maintaining this pace.
Yeah.
So right now you're looking at DC 19 is what it takes to sprint.
Okay. There we go. Well. Whew.
So you'll take 2 more fatigue.
Okay.
Yes, so you're up to 3 fatigue, which increases the DC. You can see the displacer ahead of you is definitely down to a walking pace. They are not sprinting, though they are not stopping yet. The gobos here are still trying to catch up after having kind of lost their momentum, attacking Oswald. 3 in the back are out of it at this moment, as well as one of the other displacers. So it's just down to you 6.
Okay.
The displacers, seeing that you're starting to catch up, will attempt to sprint again, and you'll see that they do not. Their exhaustion is starting to catch up with them. Thoraxix will also make their run, as you will see him just head down, barreling just full, going for it.
Yeah.
And Oswald, you watch as 2 shirtless gobos sit down on the concrete and look pissed, and one of them takes off full running by himself.
Is it trash puke?
Nope, this is Master Squat.
I heard he eats poop from a reliable source.
But Master Squat is not slowed down by any of your poop-eating comments, as they will take off as she goes sprinting after Keegan and the displacer. The sun is starting to come up. You can start to smell baked goods. You're passing not too far, maybe a few blocks away from where your apartment is, Oswald, as you guys are now starting to enter the warehouse district.
I'm gonna try and position myself in, like, kind of in front of Master Squat, but like not right in front of Master Squat. My hope is to like guide Master Squat toward one of the other runners to interfere with them. So like if I'm between Squat and Keegan, maybe Squat will go after Thraxix, or that it really is Thraxix?
Yeah, Thraxix is in the lead now.
So yeah, that's what I'm gonna try and do. Just be in the way of Squat going after Keegan, so that maybe Squat goes after Thraxix instead.
Alrighty. Then in this home stretch, Keegan, I think we're at DC 21.
Yeah. 21.
We will now check with Master Squat. She will trip untangled shoes as all of a sudden, like, one shoe goes flying off into a bush as she will collapse onto the drive. The Displacer, with all of theirs, the Displacer just cannot seem to catch their breath as they are now failed another check. You can see they look exhausted. Somewhere when you guys checked out for a moment, you can tell this Displacer went from being which was a cool cucumber to just being just the sweatiest person here. And a little bit, maybe this ties in with kind of what you thought, Oswald, of them and their mimicry. As long as they had Keegan to watch and follow, they could do what Keegan could do.
Mm-hmm.
But wherever you guys zoned out for a moment, they resorted back to normal running, or gobbo running. the least efficient form.
Not Gabo running.
But we will now give Thraxix his chance. And with his bonus, he does not pass. So we are now in the last hour of the race. The sun is now coming up. You can hear birds, traffic starting up, early morning people out there opening doors, greeting each other, the laughter of children as they are getting ready to go to school. You can see, at the park here, which doesn't mean anything to Keegan, but will be familiar to Oswald. You can see a couple proposing in the early morning sunlight. Though for Oswald, this park represents where you went and shot ember wolves, mutated ember wolves.
Yeah. Wait, I wasn't part of that crew. I know they went there, but yeah, I was being ambushed by a
Ambernath
throw slug. Yeah, Embernathy. That's where I learned how to look up when I go inside of a building.
But as the sunlight spreads across the city, as shadows start to disappear, you will catch just the briefest glimpse in the shadows around you, Oswald, as Keegan is running, of those luminescent deep sea eyes, watching, waiting, and angry. Before you cut back to Keegan,
Yes.
Thraxix is now neck and neck with you. You can see the turn that you're about to make to go past the Punch Junction billboard by the bus stop.
Okay.
As Thraxix is trying to push you out of the way, as you guys are kind of like in that shoulder mode. But you're probably less than maybe 3 or 4 minutes from getting around to Goodberries.
Okay.
I will take a look to see how far back other folks are.
Yeah, at this point, you look back, you can see the Displacer. He's able to pick up for just a moment. As he's sprinting, he's kind of keeping up with Thraxix and Keegan, but you're looking at him, and really, unless he wins this somehow, he's going to pass out soon.
Okay. Are we talking minutes before he catches up?
Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll relay that to Keegan. That you, the next one back is a few minutes behind.
Thumbs up. Just focus on running.
Okay. So Thraxix is going to try to take advantage of this as you guys take the corner to get into the alleyway behind Goodberries. He's going to use this opportunity to try to just shove you against the wall as hard as he can.
Okay. And my response to that will be trying to knock him out.
Okay. So, as you come skidding around the corner, you see the rippling lizard folk muscles as he's just going to try to catch you in the chest and just shove you right into this corner store across from the new Bah Hamburger. And this is versus your CMD. He gets a 17.
CMD is 23.
Which will not be enough as he'll miss as you just barely get out of the way there.
And then I am going to try and punch him with a non-lethal hit that will hopefully knock him out. Which he gets for shoving me. They're trying to shove me. So I'm doing knockout. I will swing at him. Punch. 19.
Yeah, with no armor, 19 will hit.
Okay, now he's got to make a 16 fortitude save.
Okay. He pushes you, or he attempts to push you against that wall, and as his arms miss, your fist connects, and he hits the floor like a sack of donuts.
And I take off for good berries.
I'll reach in my pocket and pull out a little bag of cobbler poop, because I bag cobbler's poop. I don't just leave it on lawns like a miscreant.
Or in your vest.
Yeah. And I just set it on the ground right in front of Thraxix's face for him to wake up to.
Yeah, you feel comfortable doing that as you can see laying in the street a passed out displacer. Keegan will walk up. You can see the Roy standing there in the alleyway behind Goodberries.
Okay.
You'll see that they have a small clipboard with them and a feathered pen. In this early morning, as you approach, you can hear a massive burst of lightning that cuts across the spring morning sky, and you and Oswald can really smell that ozone now. As you can see waves of birds taking off in reaction to this loud boom overhead. But the Roy will... Congratulations, Keegan! You have won the challenge of Kelmani Drive. Your gang has now been given the title of club and given rights to Lower Dustbanter Warehouse District and the former territory of the Blink Dogs, the Dustbanter Historical District. Your leader will report to Gavintech tomorrow for the title-giving ceremony, and they will put a very small medal on you.
Thank you, Roy.
Yeah, it looks like it's like 4 different coins melted together.
I'm not going to stop moving. I'm going to keep walking and stretching and moving my arms around.
You are tired, but that energy drink is just pushing through you. So though you were taking fatigue damage, it wasn't holding you back as much as it maybe could have been.
That's good.
But the Roy looks around and only sees yourself and Oswald standing back there putting poop next to a passed out man on the floor. A passed out lizard folk. And the Roy will, well, I wish you the best, and they'll go for a high five.
I will high five the Roy.
Yeah, its clipboard will fold in half before it stretches it out, forming an umbrella, and it will float off into the morning sky towards the city.
Roys are fascinating.
Roys are weird.
But it's about 8 a.m. that you're both standing here in the alleyway. You'll see a very confused look out the back window as Karashi has a cigarette in his mouth, feeding the cockatrices.
Hey, Karashi!
Hey, dobro dan, guys. Why are you dressed like that?
Just ran away race for the moon rats.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was good.
I think I'm smiling and happy because we won, but I'm not fully into it. I'm still kind of nervous and looking around. I think I'm probably okay because it's daytime now, and it seems like that was a spooky nighttime problem. But yeah, I'm distracted.
No, fair enough. But luckily you have one thing to bring you all back from your distractions. The pings on your HCOMs and datapads letting you know that work is starting soon.
Hooray.
And to report back to Amon.
I am going to be useless today.
I think we need to... Well, I'll call up... God, I don't have her name from the Moonrats.
Oh, I thought you were going to call Stephanie.
No.
I need a lift.
Arani. Yeah. I'll call up Arani and give her the good news that Keegan won.
Why the hell isn't she here?
Yeah, she'll say, oh, excellent. Well, oh my God. She's excited and doesn't know quite what to say, but we'll say, well, get in here. Let's celebrate with some breakfast.
Yeah, okay.
Where's she at?
They're gonna be at the... it's not the Wagon Wheel. Wagon Wheel's the other place.
Olden's?
Yeah, Olden's. Yeah.
No. You know who has joined their group recently is Karashi and Sabrina.
Oh.
Well, Goodberries is open. I'm going straight into Goodberries.
And yes, the Goodberries is filled with food rats.
Awesome. Then yeah, I will ignore the ping on my phone and go in for breakfast at Goodberries.
Then
I
yeah.
don't raise my arms and woo!
There are back slaps and hugs. Shirkavan's already got a 6-pack ready for you.
Nice. Can't get too drunk.
Just post-race hydration, right?
Uh-huh. I'll take 2 of them.
But Sabrina is making breakfast. Karashi is bringing out hash browns. There's food abound and drinks as all of you are enjoying the new title of it is now the Moonrat Club.
Nice.
Yay!
Probably means the jackets need to change, huh?
I can get one that fits now. We're in a club. We're not in a gang.
Yeah, I'll be smiling and making the rounds. I probably won't have much food. I'll definitely have coffee, and I'm gonna stay away from corners. I'm gonna be kind of near the center of the place.
I will have all kinds of food.
Alrighty, yeah.
Orlean fried steak. Yeah. Strawberry jam. Let's go.
Yeah, across the street you can see the first wrecking balls and construction crews showing up to demolish what's left of bold requisitions as you eat your breakfast.
Oh, that's not good.
I mean, we knew that was coming.
Yeah, but I didn't think it would happen that fast.
Amon owns it now, I think, so they're probably keen to turn it into something other than rubble.
Possibly. Lucius wanted to rebuild if he could.
I don't know how much say Lucius has in that anymore.
Or how many favors he has. You guys got that guy a painting, right?
Yeah, we did from the airship. Or no, the painting was from the manor.
The Del Rose estate.
There's a painting at the Del Rose estate. I think we've done Amon some pretty good favors overall, but I think I don't know. I don't know what the state of affairs is between Lucius and Amon.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know. I'll watch the demolition, I guess. I'm not as emotionally attached to the building as Lucius is, obviously, but you know, we worked there for months, and I know it's important to Lucius, and I guess I'll take some video of it.
It was our friend's home.
Yeah, I mean, is that what it was? Did the Estibolds grow up inside that building? That was like their childhood home?
Yes. And it got converted. I mean, what, Forrest was staying in Matilda's bedroom. Old bedroom.
Then yeah, I'll take video of the demolition.
Then we'll end this session with Stephanie pulling up. Hey guys, you're going to be late.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Yeah, hop in.
Where's my car?
You left it at your employee parking spot. It's at work.
Oh yeah, oh, that's convenient. Thank you, Stephanie. Do you mind if I take a nap back here?
Oh, rest away.
Yeah,
you guys
right,
must be
because we started the race from the tower.
Yeah. But Stephanie will. Well, you guys must be pretty excited that your last employee finally showed up.
Oh, I thought everybody was there.
Counting on my fingers, trying to think like who we were missing.
Who were we missing?
Oh, Barry, tall android, 4 arms.
Barry has 4 arms now and is tall. I forgot to say goodbye to the club. Bye, club.
What?
I'm off to corporate work.
Oh, you mean the moon rat?
Yes. Thanks for compromising your values to have us in there.
It's over. Thanks for listening, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the session. Like, rate, view, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. You heard, as our opening, 10,000 people screaming, I'm an individual. You also heard Neon City by Begenjou, Big City Dreams by Moses Harris Jr., and Cathedral. Well, we're almost done with summer. Hope it was a good one. Bye.